Hello and welcome to Access UTV. My name's Michelle Edhouse and today I want to talk to you about a different possibility with living. Now, if you're like me, you got brought up in a world where it said if you go to school and get good grades then you'll get a good job, or if you do this then this will happen. Cause and effect, specific linear structure, and linearity was something that I thought was like what you strived for, to be functioning from that place of if this then that, cause and effect, all of that stuff. And one day when I was in an Access Consciousness class, I was like, somebody said to me, oh, you want to get rid of all the linearity? And I'm like, what? No, linearity is the way the world functions. And as I started to look at it, I started to realize that, there's some order in everything in nature, but there's also some chaos. And the thing with linearity is it doesn't allow room for the chaos. Now, if you got brought up in a perspective like I did, chaos is not allowed, it's just no. So what I'd love to invite you to is to look at a different possibility, a possibility with some chaos in it. So what do I mean by a bit of chaos? Well, when I'm cleaning the house, I don't start in one corner and go lines. I do when I'm sweeping so that I make sure I cover the whole thing, but when I'm picking up stuff, I don't gather the things up and go and put that away and then come back and pick the next thing up and then go back and put it away. I'll grab something here and I'll go into a different room, put it away, and then I'll notice something that needs putting away there, and so I'll grab that and I'll go over, put that over there. And if you followed me around, you'd be like, oh my god, this is insane. But it's all steps towards the end result that I'm looking for, which is a clean house. Now, it probably looks pretty chaotic, and yet it's definitely not linear. And it works for me. And it may get to probably 95% of the way through and it still looks like my house has not been cleaned yet, but it gets created, and it gets created in a way that's fun for me and is a lot more time efficient, because I'm not walking there and then back and picking up the next thing, then walking there and then back and then picking up the next thing. I'm walking there, picking up that thing, taking it to there, and then picking that thing up there and turning it over to there, and then picking that thing up, bringing it over here, and everything gets picked up and taken, and it all goes roundabout and up and down and roundabout, but it gets there in the end, So where have you been trying to function from linearity, from that step-by-step process, from the, I even did really well doing logic papers at university, that if A then B. Where have you been trying to function from that and it not been working? What if you were to sprinkle some chaos dust in there? What if you were to ask a question like, what have I not tried yet? Or like yesterday's, 2 days ago's question, what am I aware of that I've not yet instituted? Because it may not be linear. It may be that, yes, you've got 2 hours to get 3 hours work done, and what shows up next is you go and buy a coffee. Now, going and buying a coffee in the structural linear process of getting something done may not be exactly what would get it done, but what it does is it meets that person over there that can connect you with that person that can do this job in half the time it takes you. And it's so, where have you been unwilling to add the chaos and only function from the linearity, from the order? And what would show up if you added some chaos to your linearity? So that's it from me today. And I'd love to hear where you start to sprinkle that chaos dust and what shows up and what gets created beyond what you ever imagined possible, and with greater ease and joy and glory than is standard for you if you're functioning from linearity. So thanks for joining me here at Access UTV, and till next time, ka kite anō.